This is my audience. Hello, my name is Jennifer Zavalny, and today I'll be talking to you about large animal vets. Chances are either you or someone you know owns an animal. Whether the animal is large or small, you may need a veterinarian's assistance to help keep them healthy and help them if they are injured. Vets have a ton of traits that they use every day to complete their tasks. The U.S. Department of Labor suggests that compassion, decision-making skills, interpersonal skills, management skills, manual dexterity, and problem-solving skills are important for a large animal vet. Large animal vets on a daily basis examine, diagnose, treat, and perform surgery on animals. They also talk to the animal's owners about what they can do to help the animal and what they're going to do to make the animal better. These skills are important because without decision-making skills and problem-solving skills, it'll be hard for them to decide what's wrong with the patient and then decide how to treat them. Interpersonal skills are used whenever they communicate with the patient's owner about what's wrong and how they're going to help. When they're performing surgery, it's important for them to have good manual dexterity, which is to control their hands, because otherwise they may injure themselves or the patient that they're working on. It's very hard to be a vet, but what's harder than that is to get through vet school. There are a lot of required courses that you need to take to get into veterinary school. If you have a bachelor's degree, it can help you get into veterinary school, but you don't have to have it, depending on the school. It also helps to have experience with animals and do an internship with a vet. You have to have very good grades to get into veterinary school because it's very competitive. According to Learn.org, earning your Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree typically takes about 4 years of study after undergraduate school. So it takes a long time to become a vet. You have to be very determined and know that that's what you want to do. I had a teacher in high school. He wanted to be a vet, and he went through all the college required to be a vet. He got into veterinary school, and within the first year of veterinary school, he decided that being a vet was not for him. He said that the classes were too hard, and that he wasn't determined enough to get through. Even though this is a very discouraging story to anyone who wants to be a large animal vet, it has not discouraged me. I'm going to be a large animal vet, and that's what I want to do with my life. After working very hard, getting through all the schooling required to be a vet, what kind of salary would I make? There's a wide range of salaries that a vet can make, depending on their experience, how well they've worked with the animals, and how well they handle the animal owners. Mary Kramer, an animals career expert, stated that in a 2008 study by the American Veterinary Medical Association, stated that a yearly salary for a large animal vet started at $63,000 a year. That's coming out of vet school. That's without a bunch of experience and working with other vets and other people to learn more about the trade. Because whenever you're in veterinary school, you only learn the medical part. You don't learn how to handle the animals and all the experience with that. I recently found out that whenever you're in veterinary school, you do not learn how to clean a horse's sheath, which is private parts for a male. And I learned that you have to learn that working with another vet. It sounds crazy because I don't know how to clean it, and I would think you would need to be taught in school the proper way to clean it, but you really don't. In a 2010 study, the veterinary salaries were taken by the years of experience. Veterinarians started at $60,000 a year for less than a year of experience. As their years increased, so did their salary. When they got to about 11 to 20 years, their salary started to balance out at $90,000. This is without owning their own practice. If a vet owns their own practice, they stand to make over $100,000 a year. You can only do that if you have very good clientele, you work well with the animals, and the people like you. If people like you, they're going to recommend you to their friends and family. It's hard to be a vet. You need plenty of skills. You'll use them on a daily basis. What's harder than being a vet is getting through veterinary school. You have to be very determined, and you'll have to know what you want to do. If you get through veterinary school and you succeed and get into the workforce, you might just have a very nice paycheck coming your way. Thank you.